Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we are going to make this box mix of delicious chocolate cake. And since it needs eggs, we are going to show you the egg replacer that we will use. And I'm also trying it for the first time. Nikhil has tried it before, but I have no idea if it works or not. So we are going to use custard powder, and I hope it turns out to be great. And if it does, then this video will be in front of you and you will also enjoy making it the way we are making it. So today we're making this box mix from Crocker, and it is called Choco Fudge Cake Mix. The cost of this is 295 rupees, and you have all the ingredients given over here जो भी आपको use करना है measurements के साथ. But since we're not using eggs, we'll be using 3 tablespoons of milk with 3 tablespoons of custard powder. This is the regular vanilla custard powder that you usually get from Bluebird. We will also be making a delicious icing after this, so stay tuned till the end of the video because it's going to be delicious. So guys, the first step is sieving the dry mix. So sieving the dry mix is really important so you don't get any lumps in your batter and obviously then in the cake. Once this is done, then we will be taking the milk that we had kept, that is 3 tablespoons milk, and then we will be adding 3 tablespoons custard powder. But again, I will be sieving this custard powder. One more good thing about the custard powder is because it is vanilla flavored, you don't need to add any flavorings to your cake. Mix it well. Add slowly and don't add all at once, नहीं तो lumps हो जाएंगे. थोड़ा थोड़ा add करके आपको उसको mix करना है. Use a whisk, do not use a spoon, try and use a whisk or a fork. Now you have to vigorously mix it so you can make it frothy. So what we've done here is we replaced 3 eggs with 3 tablespoons of milk, mixing with 3 tablespoons of custard powder. If you take half the box mix, you can make 1.5 and 1.5 of milk and custard powder each. Now I'll go ahead and add this. Add the water slowly. Add the rest of the water. Last ingredient, which is oil, is going in, and then we'll again give it a nice stir. You can add any kind of nuts, choco chips, choco chunks, and bake this in the pan that you want to. So guys, I've greased all 3 pans here. They are 6 inches each, and now I'm going to divide this whole batter into 3 and put it in the oven, which is now preheating at 160 degrees Celsius. So guys, now we're moving on to making the icing, and here we have this Amul Belgian chocolate. All the measurements will be given in the description box. Right now we're just gonna show you the process so you can follow it easily, and go check out the description for the measurements. I'm first going to melt the chocolate on double boiler. You can melt it in the microwave also. So now you can see our chocolate is almost melted. There are a few lumps which will melt away in a few more minutes. Looks delicious. I'm gonna keep this aside. So guys, now what I've done is I've just warmed up this cream a little, okay, and I'm just going to add this to my chocolate. Just give it a nice stir so everything is mixed nicely. The gas is off, just the fan is running because the switch is on. इसको mix करना है अच्छे से. Now what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. which is first we'll add the butter. Since the mixture of cream and chocolate is hot, the butter should melt. And we'll add our cocoa powder, which is already sieved. So we've added cocoa powder and now we're adding icing sugar. Depending on how much sweet you want it to be, since the chocolate is also milk chocolate, it's Belgian milk chocolate and it's pretty sweet. I've used Cadbury cocoa powder here, which is unsweetened. You can use whichever brand you like. I'm just going on mixing it. The gas is shut, but I'm just mixing it so it is well combined. And also याद रखना है कि cocoa powder और icing sugar को अभी आपको छानना है ताकि lumps ना हो. You can see how smooth our icing has turned out. Now we let this set for a while and then use it for our cake. So guys, our cakes are baked and they took at least 45 minutes to bake. Even though I divided the whole batter into 3 pans, it took literally 45 minutes. So I'm guessing if you bake it in a wider pan, it should take a little lesser time. But again, this is what happened with me. I'm going to demold it in front of you so you can see the texture and everything. So because I'm demolding it जब एकदम गर्म है, इसके लिए थोड़ा सा this is broken down. You can see the texture has come out really beautiful. Now we'll let these cool for a while and then we'll add our icing and I'll show you how we assemble the cake. We have our cakes here which are kind of cooled down and we have the icing which is again little bit cooled down, but it's still, you can see, gooey. I'm just going to add the icing. Spread it with my spatula. You can also use a spoon अगर आपके पास बेकिंग के इक्विपमेंट्स है, जो मेरे पास है, बट आज मुझे घर के तरह बनाना था तो मैं आज स्पैचुला यूज़ कर रही हूँ. So you can also see कि आप घर पे easily बना सकते हो. I'm going to place this in the freezer for say around 5 to 10 minutes because I want the icing to set and so I can add the second layer of cake. So here goes the second layer. I'll add the icing again. Add as much or as little as you want. Again popping this in the freezer. Now the cake is out of the freezer and I'm just adding the last layer of icing. Using the spoon, I'm just going to go over and spread the icing as nicely and as beautifully as possible.